Hello everyone, welcome back. This is another COVID-19 video. I did make a news and opinion video of the recent protest and riots and the death of George Floyd Saturday. So I'm doing my COVID-19 video today. If you haven't checked out that video of who is George Floyd, go check it out. It was done yesterday. Today is June 7th, 2020. I'm recording this at 7:15 a.m. because I was tired. I fell asleep. And so I'm not going to make this video too long. A lot of people are not social distancing because of the protest and the riots that are going on. That is my main concern. The other issue is that a lot of the protests that are going on are African American or blacks. And according to the statistics, supposedly by the news outlets, I don't know if I can trust the mainstream media news and the information that they provide. But supposedly, black Americans or blacks have a higher death rate, are also supposedly getting more infected, although some data that I have that I'm paying attention to does not show or indicate that. Some do, some don't, depending where you're getting the information. I think a lot of it has to do with the diversity of the population in that particular area. So anyways, let's just go ahead and get to it here. Let me refresh this page. Shouldn't be an issue. All right, so this is last updated June 6th, but that's all right. It's close enough. Look at these numbers. We're almost to 2 million, 1.9 million total confirmed cases. A new case of 22,000, and it's bottoming out around 18,000, I think. 18,000 to, I think the lowest I've seen is about 18,000 new cases. Death has definitely reached over 100,000, and it will keep counting. But the total death for daily deaths are 670. So after someone dies, they can't die again. They only die once. So I guess the virus has taken its toll on the vulnerable. So I do anticipate the daily death total to continue to go down because the virus spreads through, kills the vulnerable population, and then after you're dead, you stay dead, you don't come back alive. And so now the people who are currently infected may be more healthier, It depends. It depends who's been infected and who hasn't. So, but it's good news to see that the daily death total going down. Although there may be an uptick because of all the protesting and the rioting going on. A bad time to break social distance, in my opinion, but we will see in the next week or so. So in America, the trend has come down and is flat. I think this is flat as we're going to get. I think at this point on, it will increase as the summer we progress through the summer and then get into fall and winter. It'll probably spike back up. And here's the local map. I'm in Texas here, so that's my concern right now. I'm not traveling. I'm not going on any summer vacations. I'm not even leaving the country. I'm going to look at the daily totals. So yeah, the lowest I've seen is maybe 18,000, somewhere around here. Yeah, 18,000 confirmed cases. It's really bottomed out there, and since then it's been hovering around 22,000 to 30,000, somewhere around there. So we've bottomed out. It's not gone by any means. It's not gone. As you can see right here, it's not gone. Bottom, bottom, bottom. It's almost even kind of rising a little bit. That's a concern. And in the next few weeks, we'll see if the protest, the rioting, the mass gathering has taken effect, and unfortunately it's going to affect the black community because you have mostly blacks protesting, mostly, not all, but the majority. Right, another thing I'm going to go to is the worldwide. This is not the end of it. This may be the slowdown period in America, but if you look at worldwide, it is increasing. Look at the graph here, increasing here. It's flattened out here, and I think this is a transition from here. What is it? From April to May 1st? From April 1st to May 1st, that was the flattening of the curve that you saw in the northern hemisphere. Okay, in the northern hemisphere. What you're seeing here now is that transition from spring to summer in the northern hemisphere, but in the southern hemisphere you're seeing that transition from summer to fall and going into winter. And so what you're seeing is an increase here. I think a lot of it's coming out of Brazil and other South American countries, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. So here's Brazil. They're jumping in their numbers. Russia, United Kingdom, India. But here's another South American country, Peru. And here's another South American country, Chile. And they're getting up there in their numbers. Mexico kinda, but they're more North America. But you're starting to see the trend here is basically the northern hemisphere is flattening the curve. The southern hemisphere is starting to exponentially increase, and that will shift back and forth. So the second wave or the third wave or the first wave, whatever you want to call it, it is going to migrate. Well, the virus doesn't migrate, but people migrate. But the increase in confirmed cases will increase during seasonal times, and that's due to UV rays. All right, let me take a quick look. I'm not going to make this video too long. I just want to kind of show something here. Let's take a look at case demographics in Texas. That's where I am, and it looks like Hispanics are a lot more affected. Of course, they probably are a lot more the workforce. They've been working through the whole pandemic. Blacks and then whites. There's more whites getting infected than there are blacks. Let's take a look at the fatality, or this is unknown, and Asians are very small because they represent very small portion of the population. So the virus is infecting the population more than a particular race of people. But as far as death is, it seems like there are more whites dying in Texas than there are blacks. That was a big concern. And then more than Hispanic, although Hispanics are more infected, apparently, unknown. And again, Asians falling very small percentage. Again, more likely to population and maybe even the type of population. Old people home. I don't know what to call it. Old people home. I guess there are more white people in old people homes, I guess. 80 years old plus, you're more likely to die. In my county here, which is this area that I've highlighted, it's increasing. But there is a noticeable difference now that they're over here. If you look, more black, not Hispanic, so black has increased 18. The number has increased from white, which is 13 cases, and Asian, not Hispanic, and then Hispanic, both being 8. So there may be, in some particular cases, it may be blacks, may be more infected, maybe. I'm still a little skeptical about that. I'm looking at hospitalization. Hospitalization is going down, but I'm still curious to see if it will continue. And then here you see the projections of America. It is coming down. It is coming down. So overall, it will it's stabilizing in my opinion, but I think the rioting and looting, we'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.